All right. Hey y'all, I hope you can hear me. Yo, I can't ready, prepare, okay? So we're gonna have a good time while filming, and we have all our spirit guys over here. Look at that, look at that. All the duckies, everything. So yes, today I'm charging my new decks, as you guys all know. Before I put them out there, I like to, charge them with Gaia, with my ancestors, go to a holy ground as well, and pray over my decks and stuff like that, because I'm responsible for the energy and the timelines and the collective readings that I do. So yeah, right now they're cleansing, charging over the sun. My sisters are here doing a little kumbaya dance. There's a lot of white feathers everywhere, so thank you angels, thank you ancestors, thank you Gaia, thank you God, thank you you guys, thank you so much. So I do have a message, a second message. So I don't know if it's, talk to the Most High, if this is a confirmation for you, but I don't know, he's been talking about this since yesterday, 2 days ago, and I've been waiting to see the confirmation. So before, after I posted those videos about, the ones with the podcast, which thank you guys for your support on the podcast channel, and also for those new subscribers, welcome, and those who are trusting me with your energy and are resonating with the messages, thank you so much. Thank you guys for your comments, your prayers, your good vibes, okay? But this message is for somebody. So I don't know, go check it out. I don't know if you guys have seen, like he made me watch it, the movie Narnia. I didn't even know that there was a third one, but specifically the first one, Narnia. And I don't know if you've seen it. If those who have seen it, sorry, maybe go watch it and then come back here, because there's something there that he wanted you guys to keep in mind. That this is why you shouldn't judge. That this is why, a lot of people learn through mistakes and errors, and they have to learn the hard way. And I talk about that also in the podcast, and on any of my readings, about there's the people, they're new souls, right, that haven't lived many lifetimes as a lot of you. So you find that, especially those old souls, like you find that a lot of things that other people don't get, that you already for you is like common sense, well, for others it's not. Okay, they have to go through that lesson. I'm hearing those who believe in Ra, the sun Ra, or Horus and stuff like that, it's God, right? It's the same thing. Yeah, we just want to let you guys know that those who are into Egyptian and the son of God, the sun god is Ra, that's God. Horus. Anyways, those who don't worship too much these deities, okay, they are the same God, but just if you are worshiping, just keep in mind that you're worshiping God and his son, okay, Jesus. Also, there's no hierarchy in terms of that. There's just, everything is one, just like he kept explaining today, that it's all mind, body, and spirit. So it's the same thing as God, Jesus, and Holy Spirit is the same person. It's the same entity. It's all oneness, wholeness. Okay, so that's why when you are in that higher consciousness and you're connected to that, and you're working through, shedding your ego and learning the lesson, not being bitter or anything like that, like really keeping a pure heart and doing good things, thankful for the sun, thank you for the water, thank you for you breathing, thank you for being alive. Do a little dance, that's what I feel like doing right now with my decks and stuff like that. And also that too is he's letting me know, please accept your gift and talent, because it's not meant to be as everybody else. And some of you could be feeling that way, that you are meant to be doing things outside of the norm, outside of the box. So please do so, okay? But going back to, I don't want to get distracted because it's so beautiful. Yes, there's a part where Edmund betrayed his brother and sister, right? And he really regret that, right? Because you saw what happened to him after he literally walked into the evil witch. Because some of you are dealing with evil witches, men or female, okay? And they're really dark and emotional manipulators. And he kept talking about that. Like, he's really going deep into the emotional manipulation, the narcissistic abuse, the anti-hero. Like, he's really diving into that. Like, he wants to eradicate that from our unconscious, you know, and make it conscious, okay? So basically that, like, he wants you guys to see that message, like see that part, but also understand, like, you see afterwards how, and even in this the second movie and in the third movie, you see how Edmund, because of that lesson, he became the king of just, even though he did something very, very unjust, right? Like betraying your own family and stuff like that. And also that too, in the beginning of the movie, you see him kind of like bitter, lying and stuff like that. Like really, he thinks he's all for himself, you know, a little bit jealous of his brother, Peter, and like, yeah. So you see the progression of Edmund, how he was that person, and then after he learned that lesson, because he had to go through that lesson in order to be who he is in the second and the third movie. So what he's saying is that people change only because they choose to. Because Edmund saw what happened when he chose the wrong way, and also that too is like things happened to him to make him realize that. And then that too, it was like almost at the end, like he really was losing hope that nobody was gonna go get him, nobody was gonna find him and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, like, you know, Aslan got a team and all that stuff to go get him, you know. But I feel like what he's trying to say is like what happened afterwards when Aslan, which is like the definition of like in Narnia, it's like, you know, if you look at it, it is God, right? It's how God, you know. And there's a part in the movie where Edmund and Aslan are together by themselves, okay? And there's that part where, I don't know, he's showing me right now, that part where Edmund is kind of like, there's like a secret talk, like an alone time with him that he's having. And I feel like this is where he gets to explain himself of why he did that, and then see through Aslan how Aslan is not judging him, or you don't see him mad or anything like that. You see him like kind of like being understanding, you know, not judging him or anything like that. Because, you know, a lot of us do things out of, when we do, you know, because we have to, that too, is like we have to accept the shadow to learn. We have to understand that the light and the shadow are, you know, they have to be there. They're there, and you can't like repress the shadow and then be all of the light, because that also creates situations, problems, right? So we also have to understand that some of the stuff that we do in the shadow, in our shadow, when we are there and we make mistakes, it's because there's a lesson there to learn. And then once we learn that lesson, that's the beautiful thing, is that you give yourself grace, you give yourself forgiveness. And then that too is like when you forgive yourself and you know, you repent, or you ask God for repentance, like, you know that you never want to be in that place where you hurt someone, or someone, you know, or you did something to somebody or something like that. Like, you want to be in a space where, you know, you don't feel the need to do that. You know, you feel the need that you want to help instead. You want to be kind to other people. You want to defend people. And the thing is that that's it. Like, after that, you see how when Edmund goes back to the brothers, like, it came with God, right? Like, it wasn't like Edmund was in, like, you know, get back into this. It's like with Aslan, right? So this is another thing with the messages, that a lot of you are going to get a confirmation or a message or something where people who have wronged you, who have betrayed you, who thought that the grass was greener somewhere else, okay? I've been getting a lot of confirmation of that. And they have been convicted already. They have learned a very, very intense, valuable lesson. And these are people who God will tell you, like, they are following, you know, they've done the work, they're healing, you know, whatever. And that too, that part where Aslan says, whatever happens in the past, don't repeat it again. It happened. You can't change it. Just let it be, and then start moving forward. And when he said that, right away, like, you see the brothers, how, like, the sisters right away, like, oh, they hug him, they didn't care about that. But you saw that there was something between Peter and Edmund, right? And not only that, only at the end, give me a second. So yeah, so only at the end that you see where Edmund literally sacrificed himself for his brother, and then his brother watching that, like, oh my God, you know. So that too is like, you learn the lesson. You have to go through certain things to learn a lesson. And yes, some people get hurt. Yes, some people, you know, it happens, you know. And that is why our healing is personal. It has to be done within ourselves, no matter what anybody, you know what I'm saying? Because unfortunately, when you're a good person, when you do good things, it comes with the package of living in a world where a lot of people are gonna mistreat you, a lot of people are gonna reject you, a lot of people are gonna abandon you, a lot of people, just like that first message that I told you about, like, I didn't take it personal. I was just like, okay, it is what it is, you know, and that's it. Like, it's your own responsibility to heal, no matter. And yes, there's really horrible things that happen to a lot of people just because they're good people, because, you know, but I feel like God does not give us struggles, tribulations, and things that we cannot handle. And certain things we have to go through, not only to make us more stronger, but also to, you know, remember to stay humble, to, you know, and also that too, that it's gonna be okay, that, you know, also that too, to strengthen our faith, right? And I feel like a lot of things happen for a reason, you know, and I don't know, I feel like for a lot of you, talk to God if this is your confirmation. I mean, don't take anybody who, you know, has abused you and done something, betrayed you and stuff like that, and you see that the same behavior is still the same. This is not your message, okay? I'm talking to people who have changed, who are taking accountability and responsibility for their actions. They apologize, right? But they don't show you, they don't just talk about it, they show you with actions, because that's what Edmund did. Like, every single step of the way, you see how he did it, not only like with actions, like he acted in a way that show his brother and sister, like, listen, I am here to defend you guys, to protect you, to, you know. And that's why he became the king of just, even though that too is like, I kept asking, but he did something unjustable, like, you know, forgivable, right? But that's what God said, is like, forgiveness does not only come, and that's what forgiveness, like, you know, when a person says sorry, it takes still time for you to adjust to that, right? To process that, to forgive that person. So don't think that just because that person says sorry, oh, that's it. No, like, you have to wait. It's a process as well, especially not only for you, but for that person as well. So a lot of you is that, like, after that person, you know, ask for your forgiveness and tell you the truth, because I feel like a lot of you deserve that truth, especially if you've been lied about from this person, or if this person, I don't know, he said defamation. So defamation is like someone, like, they defamated your character, talked bad about you, or felt some type of way because they don't really know you, they were judging you before even really knowing you. They could have collaborated with other people, like, it's kind of like that. And you see it too, like at Edmund and the witch queen, like how he betrayed his brother even more. Like he knew that the queen was gonna go after his brother and sister, and like he still did it because in the worst part, it was because of sweets, because of food. But a lot of it is stuff like that, like money. We betray people for money, we betray people for clout. And that's what he kept saying, it's not just family. Like, a lot of you have friends that you would consider like family, but they kind of like backstab you. So yeah, so it's up to you, okay? So yeah, watch that movie, watch that part. Definitely a spiritual lesson there, especially through Edmund, if you're having a difficulty of forgiving someone. And I'm not saying that, like, you know, a lot of us, it's a process. He said it's a process, okay? So forgiveness is a process. So, and that too, he said only if it tells you first, right? God first. if he tells you first that it's okay to open that door with that person or listen to what they have to say, you know, only then, okay? Then after he tells you, and then this person comes in and apologizes, and then they want to be back into your good graces. They want to show you that they're a good friend or a good lover or a good family member or whatever your situation, you know your situation. And I feel like some of you have been praying for this, so this is your confirmation, okay? So this is what God's saying, like, listen to your intuition, follow the guides, go watch that so that you can start preparing yourself for this. He said not to expect whoever it is that you're expecting to do this, because a lot of people might not get that right away apology, but I feel like this person will show you with actions, okay, that they have changed, that they're no longer, maybe if this person was in a really deep addictions and stuff like that, or you know, they didn't have self-control, didn't have integrity, they didn't stay true to their values, right? So a lot of you is like, give this person the chance to show you through actions, okay? And that's it. If you don't see that through actions, then you already know that they haven't changed, they haven't done anything, and that's it. Ask God to help you close that door for real, and that person, you know, wish them good luck, wish them good, you know, good grace, wish them that they're able to learn their lesson, to have more empathy. Because a lot of about this situation is that it's like these people, when they act in this way, it's like they lack empathy. They don't have a good heart, you know, it's been tainted. And not to make any excuses, because, you know, everybody has an intense past, but this person could have had a very intense past, and then they hold that instead of like healing and stuff, you know. They decide to be bitter and to retaliate and go against their own people, especially people that love them, right? Because, yeah, that's it. But I feel like a lot of you are going to be extremely, like, you will see the difference of, if you're having a hard time forgiving and stuff like that, you will see, not only that, forgive yourself first, you know, but you will see how it's actually like a gift, it's abundance when you are giving that grace to somebody else, okay? Look at doggy. Or, oh, these squirrels are fighting. And yeah, that's it. Like, remember that too is a lesson about always treat others how you would like to be treated, okay? So just look at it from that person's point of view. If you were that person and you see that they're changing and stuff like that, and like, you know, if you made a mistake, would you like someone to, you know, would you forgive someone? And like, put yourself in that situation, okay? So that's all about, you know, learning how to be empathetic through another person wanting to be in your good graces again, okay? But you will know, you will feel your intuition, you will know in your heart, God will tell you, and that's it. You will see how this person, you know, there's something that had happened to them for sure that has shifted the mindset. Oh, another ladybug. No way. That's the third one today. Okay, make that somebody's confirmation, okay? Oh my God, I love it. Go look up the ladybug spirit message, what it means, because this is definitely your message. It's literally right in front of me. Okay guys, I hope this brings clarity to you. Be good, be safe, be kind to your planet, to others, and your, you know, and yourself, okay? And extend that grace, that beautiful divinity, especially if you've done intense work and stuff like that. You don't have any bitterness or anything dark in your heart, you know? You have boundaries, of course, that too. Keep those boundaries as well, okay? Especially if that person is still in that process. Because some of you will have people that will come too soon or too late. And still have boundaries with that person, whatever situation, okay? Okay, but be open to receive. Keep that heart open to receive that blessing, okay? I love you guys. I'll see you next time.